Confidence isn't just about look and sure of yourself. Real confidence comes from trusting yourself, your thoughts, your choices, even your timing in this life. But when you broken promises to yourself over and over, it's hard to believe in anything you say or do. The good news is that self-trust is something you can rebuild step by step, and once you have it, it changes everything. You stop doubting yourself, you stop seeking validation, and you get ready to become the best version of yourself. So today we are talking about how to rebuild that deep, unshakable trust within yourself, even if you are starting from scratch. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this community. In this community we talk everything related to self-development, femininity, and how to become the best versions of ourselves. If that is something you are into, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and to share your thoughts about the video in the comment section. Right now, let's talk about why self-trust is so important. And the truth is that if you don't trust yourself, it's hard to feel confident no matter how much you try. You might start things and never finish. You might plan goals but always give up halfway. And over time, your mind starts to believe that you don't do what you say you will. That's why you don't feel sure of yourself. Not because something is wrong with you, but because you repeated that pattern too many times that your brain starts to believe that. Think of it like a friendship. If a friend keeps saying that they will show up and they never did, will you trust them? Not. But if they show up every time, you will have 100% secure that they are going to do it. That's how it works with yourself. I am going to share with you some simple steps that you can use in order to reveal that trust that you have with yourself. The first step is start with small promises on the day. Sometimes a big mistake that we tend to believe is that we go all in with big promises or with big goals to achieve, and until we don't have a clear habit or the clear mindset to keep going even when things get wrong, we are not going to be able to achieve those goals. And the moment that we don't achieve those goals, we are reinforcing this mentality that already believes that you are not able to do what you say you will do. But if we switch those big goals for smaller daily goals, we have more control about the outcoming result. So for example, you can say to yourself that you are going to start drinking a green juice every morning. You start doing this every morning until your mind realizes that you are actually keeping that promise that you say to yourself. And it can be with whatever thing that you desire. The point here is set that small goal and treat them like a non-negotiable task and accomplish it. Now my second tip is don't overload yourself. Trying to change everything at once usually leads to quitting. My tip here is focus in 1 to 3 habits and then slowly increasing the amount of things that you want to change. But if you want to completely transform your lifestyle, your habits overnight, it's going to be very hard because you are going to get overwhelmed. Change sometimes takes a lot of time, and it's better to do it step by step in a slow way, so you know that by the end of the process the work was done in a correct way. Next tip to increase your confidence is writing down your small wins. The human mind has this beautiful ability of focusing on the negative outcomes in our weaknesses, our failures. So if we took our time to write down our wins, even if they are small, for example, how I explained before, if you say to yourself that you are going to do 5 minutes of journaling every day and that day you achieve it, try to write down, because that's a small win. That is something that you didn't used to do before, and that in the moment that you commit yourself to do it, you are actually achieving it. So those are small wins. You can do it every day, you can do it every week, every month. And I will also encourage you to hold yourself or give you a present the moment that you achieve something that was very important to you. Next tip is talk to yourself with kindness. This is a little bit tied to the previous example where we tend to focus on the negative outcomes. Sometimes with ourselves, it's the same situation. We tend to see our weaknesses and be very hard with ourselves when we make mistakes, when we don't achieve something that we really wanted, and we start using like a really negative language towards ourselves. So things like I'm a mess, or I'm lazy, or I don't achieve anything what I set into my life. Try to change that narrative. Try to change the words in how you speak to yourself, because the words that you say to yourself will create your reality. Say things like I'm getting better, I'm learning every day, I'm proud of the small wins that I've been getting, because the truth is that the way that you talk to yourself matters more than you might believe. So always try to bring kindness into your life, just in the same way you will do it with a friend or with someone that you love. And the last tip for you to feel more confident is that every time that you make a mistake or that you mess up something, avoid feeling shame or guilt about it. The truth is that you don't need to be perfect. We are human beings and we are far away of being perfect. We are product of our circumstance, the environment where we grow up, our parents, our social circle, and depending on those circumstances, we are going to make different kind of decisions. The issue here is when we start to feeling a lot of guilt and a lot of shame, because those feelings are not going to help you to move forward and they are not going to serve your life. The attitude that you should adopt when you mess up things is taking a step back, reflecting about the situation, and trying to understand why you did the things that you did, why you didn't keep promises to yourself, why you did that specific mistake, and then asking to yourself, what can you learn from that experience so you don't repeat that situation again. Feeling guilt and feeling shame is not going to benefit your life, it's not helping you grow, it's actually keeping you stuck in this negative loop, in this negative mindset, and that's not the person that we want to be. Human beings, again, are very imperfect. All of us have been making mistakes in different ways, but the main goal is learn from it so we can move on and actually be better persons today. So those are my few tips to increase your self-confidence. I hope they help you. If you have more tips that you have been applying in your life, it would be very nice if you share it in the comments so the other girls can watch the tips as well. And that's all the video for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.